Trying to seduce you. When Gina showed up, I was like, oh, she's kind of cute, and I thought this will be a really fun way to explore my sexuality. Gina and I were totally looking after each other in terms of doing the scene. There was a trust there that made it really beautiful, and when I saw the movie afterwards, I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe we had so much chemistry.
Unless we affected them economically, there was no way our message was going to be heard. So that, of course, meant going to the set.
Hollywood, you sick,
There was an enormous amount of publicity, anti-publicity, and hate and anger by the different gay communities that were in San Francisco. I felt that they were all absolutely wrong, and that the movie would prove them wrong.
It wasn't about positive versus negative images. It was about the whole history, and it was about not just what was wrong with this film, it was about what's wrong with the whole industry.
Latifah is loved so much in the community, and she said, Viv, you know, I just don't want people to judge me as that this is who I am. I said, don't, just embrace the character. People love you. If you commit to this character, the character being a lesbian will go out the window, and it did.
It was groundbreaking.
Hey, we go pack our shit.
You know, I cannot think of any other Black, lesbian, powerful, fiercely loyal, funny female character in the movies.
Woo! I'm a better man because gay men took me under their wing and taught me things about myself and, aided me and instructed me and befriended me. And if I had lived in an atmosphere where I was going to fear them or shun them or not want to have anything to do with them simply because they were homosexuals, then I would not have had the high school drama teacher that I had who taught me that, work in the theater is more fun than fun. If I was going to thank any one person, I'm going to thank the gay man who introduced me to this fabulous way to live your life.
Now I want you to get down on your hands and knees.
His name is Jack Wrangler.
I'm sort of in the entertainment business.
The most beautiful blonde you've ever seen in your life, and then, oh my God, look what he's doing.
Jack Wrangler has starred in 85 X-rated films.
He was really one of the ultimate porn stars of all time.
I'll never forget that scene. It really turned me on.
A creature of the 70s, a creation of the 70s.
Nobody does it better than Jack Wrangler.
You couldn't open up a magazine without seeing him. He was everywhere.
It's his hottest role ever.
Jack was a reason to go see a movie.
Slow and sexy.
And what's a nice boy like this doing in a profession like that?
I worked very hard to become Jack Wrangler.
The primary vibe that Wrangler gave off in these films was very, very convincing lust.
I have got to get laid.
He had this incredible virility, erection ability, is that a word? It is now.
I was in the business of making porn for 8 or 9 years.
Well,
And yet now, 30 years later, whenever I do anything, if I write the libretto to a ballet, I did that. Or create a musical for Broadway or tour. No matter what I do, always in the papers, it will say Jack Wrangler, porn star.
In 1977, I caught a double bill of Pink Flamingos and Female Trouble. That double bill changed my life. It was punk, it was raunchy, it was outrageous, it was glamorous, it was exciting.
People like to laugh at sex, people like to laugh at dirty things, and people love to be shocked, I think.
Kill everyone now!
So that's my job, to get out there and shock them.
Get those cameras rolling!
Divine was dangerous. Part outlaw, part serial killer.
Who wants to die for art? I do!
Divine was a cinematic terrorist.
I didn't get my reputation for nothing, you know.
She was just barreling through the scenes, chewing up the scenery, and owning every minute of it.
Why, you sneaking, conniving little abortion!
She was simultaneously sexy and monstrous and terrifying. Is she gonna screw me or eat me?
You wanna fuck me?
He had something that no one else has.
She just had this power.
She was a midnight movie star. You could only see her after midnight, but it was worth staying up.
People would say, you can't do that. Well, why not? Well, fuck you all very much.
I never once believed that it was wrong to be gay, that homosexuality was evil. I always knew that I was right and that there was nothing wrong with this, because something this natural couldn't be wrong.
Vito was first and foremost an activist.
The straight world wanted homosexuality to go away.
Gay people in Middle America are certainly ready for it, and if the straight people aren't, then they should get to know who their neighbors are.
He was ready to take you on.
Listen to her! You listen to everyone else!
I was fighting for the generations that are going to come after me, so that young gay people who are 14 and 15 won't have to grow up the way we did.
The fact of the matter is that homosexuality is not something that you do. Homosexuality is something that you are, and people have never looked at us like that before.
Vito got very angry, but he had this special gift of being able to be angry and you still loving him.
Just for a minute or so, we'd like to take you back exactly 60 years to what may be the first gay character in an American motion picture.
He was the first person to write about how Hollywood treated homosexuals.
I remember Vito as our first gay celebrity.
I'm Vito Russo, and tonight on Our Time, we're going to be taking a look at how the gay community is coping with the most serious crisis in its history.
AIDS! Gay-related AIDS!
People at the time really felt attacked.
Let's talk about who's causing this, who caused it from the very beginning.
This disease is not caused by gays. This disease is attacking gays, and only gay people are going to stop it.
And Vito was right in the middle from the beginning. There were demonstrations, he was there.
Hang in there, Charlie!
People are dying of homophobia. You know, they're not dying because we can't find a treatment or a cure to this disease. We're not trying.
40,000 dead from AIDS!
Vito had an amazing capacity to take any kind of adversity and fuel his anger and his activism.
None of us who are here today are going to shut up.
Vito just stood up and said, "Look at me, I have AIDS." It was enormously powerful.
He took a stand. He is our gay hero.